everybody. So today I'm giving a very quick, very summarized version of my theory of the universe. I got real excited listening to a witchy chat last night. Just like, oh, I had never felt so seen in my life and they had no idea. But I was listening to it and I was like, yes, yes, yes. And so I thought if they inspired me so much, maybe someone would watch this and it would also inspire them to share their theories. So here goes my theory of the universe. It's sort of rooted in a couple things. It's rooted in what I realized are pretty indigenous beliefs: the mind, body, spirit connection, all three being connected. It's hard to separate them because they all three factor into our existence here. And I see a lot of people tending to separate their spiritual practices from their daily lives, which then causes this disconnect, this living inauthentically, because you're living different lives. So you're not living fully authentically when you are not practicing what you preach, basically. And so there's this very mind, body, spirit connection. Sorry, I'm looking at my laptop because I took notes to try to help make me fast, and I already recorded a video for this and it was 45 minutes long, so it did not make me faster and I was very scattered. So we're trying this again because I only have 15 minutes to get this on YouTube, Instagram. So I put, people feel the urge to compartmentalize spirituality in the physical world, when in reality, they're one and the same. I believe in multiple dimensions. I believe in the electric universe, which is something super interesting. I'll leave a video name down below for a video that kind of helps explain what that is. I also believe in the 7 Hermetic principles, which actually are sort of the foundation of the electric universe theory. So if you just read the Hermetica by the 3 initiates, you kind of already have an understanding of the principles of the electric universe. I'm going to list them off real quick. Principle 1, the principle of mentalism. The all is the mind, the universe is mental. Perception is key. Principle of vibration. Everything vibrates. We know this. Principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. Principle of polarity. Everything is dual and has poles or opposites. We know this. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows. The principle of cause and effect. For there to be an effect, there must be a cause. If there's a cause, there's going to be an effect. Simple as that. And then lastly, the principle of gender, which is not biological. Don't get it twisted. It's the masculine and feminine energies that come together. That's it. It's not genitalia. It's not any of the physical world bullshit. Excuse me. Bunk. It's a spirit. It's like a physical thing. So for me, the principle of gender, masculine and feminine, is magnetism and electricity, because they create, when you have a plasma burst, it's magnetism and electricity crashing together. Lightning bolts, perfect example. Energy crashing together to create a plasma burst. My personal belief system is that our auras are our human bioelectric fields, our personal vibrating electric fields. And as everything in the universe vibrates, I also believe astrology is a science, because NASA released the sounds planets make, which confirms that they are vibrating, because everything vibrates. So it makes sense that if everything is kind of connected through this vibration of this plasma, because space is the biggest ocean you've ever seen, it's not just empty, it's full of potential for creation, full of this plasma. I also believe it's here on this plane, but to a different, like here on Earth, but to a different degree. And I believe that people like Christ, if you want to talk about him and his ability to transmute, I believe that he had the full understanding of these principles, and he was able to vibrate at a level where he was able to do that. Do I think everybody can do that in their physical 3D manifestations? No, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. He was a teacher trying to show us these principles and trying to show us compassion. And in that compassion, that goes in with the mentalism, that the universe is mental, that the all is the all is the mind. It's all, everything's all connected. And so it gives you this idea that we are both individual and we are connected. And so that level of compassion is important in interacting with others. It's not, it's kind of a moral thing for me. And that moral thing tends to fall into polarity as well. Because as compassionate as you can be equally not compassionate, or you can experience a lack of compassion, a level of hate. And so it's kind of this balance. And as we all go through the rhythms of our lives, and we go through the rhythms of the universe, the movement of the planets, the consistent rotation of the sun, the rhythm of it all, we also experience the different rhythms and vibrations. But because we are all individuals with our own human bioelectric fields / auras, we experience them generally similar, but because we're different, we experience them differently too. That's why horoscopes are so freaking general, because for them to be specific, you have to be talking to that specific person. You have to know, like, that's why I like general tarot readings. I do general tarot readings because I understand that there may be something for everybody in there, and that the reason that it's general is because it's energy you're reading. You're interpreting different energies. And unless you intimately know an individual's human bioelectric field and energy and the way they work and all that kind of stuff, there's no way for you to know specifically. Well, to a degree. I do believe there are people who have developed their understanding, their psychic abilities, which I also think are very scientific. It's just higher levels of perception, changing your vibration so that you are able, so that you're able to vibrate at a level, wherever that level may be, because I don't know, that is able to perceive that. We know there's a whole spectrum of infrasound, infralight, all sorts of things we as humans on our base biological level right now cannot perceive. I also have like a sort of inkling that like the ancient peoples may have been able to perceive that. And as we've pushed towards this more individualistic, westernized mindset with capitalism, individualism, which is great because we are individuals, but we have to remember we're part of a community and we're losing that right now. But anyway. Getting back to it, I believe that these are all intertwined. I believe that magnetism and electricity are masculine and feminine energies when you're working with magic. I believe that they are also concepts, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. They are both a physical thing and a spiritual thing. And in all of that, spirituality and the physical world are combined. In Hawaiian beliefs, we have what are called kinolau for our akua, the different forms of our akua. Lono is represented in a tea leaf, also in certain winds, also in certain clouds. Our deities are manifest in this physical world around us. They're continually with us, but they are also our deities. Tutupele, the beautiful lava, the light, like the flows. It's amazing. And so to me, separating spirituality from the physical world is really hard because our lives are so intertwined with all these things. Another thing I'd like to get on to the point of mentalism and the mind is how important shadow work and psychology are. I see a lot of spiritual people try to avoid psychology work. It ends up becoming spiritual bypassing, which is, people have their paths. I don't think it's healthy. I have definitely participated in it in my life. I'm learning, I'm growing. These are all just theories. These may change, these may form. Someone may be like, you're an idiot, and explain something in a way that I had never seen before, and maybe I was. That's okay. But shadow work is so important to me personally, because if you're not addressing your personal traumas, your personal beliefs, your personal mindsets, then you're not able to discern properly when you're working with different vibrational realms. So you may mistake intuition, or you may mistake ego for intuition. That's the most common mistake I see people making when they're not actually doing their shadow work properly. And so that's all part of the mentalism, to get your mind, to understand the mind, so that on this plane of existence, we're able to navigate all these other things while being able to understand the way that our mind works in this experience. I hope that helped. There's a lot more that I'd like to talk about. Limited time with Instagram videos. So if you would like to talk more about this, or if you know anything more about this, it can expand more about this, please let me know. A great video for the human bioelectric field is one with Eileen McCusick. I will leave the name of the video down below, because you can't click links on Instagram in my experience unless it's in your bio, and I'm not going to put it there because I don't want to. But I will leave the name of the video, so if you'd like to check it out to kind of just see what it's about, I'll also try to find that Electric Universe video, like a really good one to explain that and a good one to explain the human bioelectric field, because really those are the two big points I wanted to touch on today. There's a lot of other things I'd love to touch on in my belief spiritually, so maybe I'll start making little short videos about it. I don't know, we'll see. I would love to discuss this stuff with anyone who wants to. I'm super interested in hearing other people's theories, how they are similar to my own, how they're different, what we can learn from each other. I would love to engage with other people. I am begging anyone who wants to engage about this stuff, please, let's do it. Let's talk about it. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.